I'm Patrick O'Connor, the Socialist Equality Party's candidate in the Melbourne by-election. I'm here today in the northern suburb of Broadmeadows. Ford Australia, at the end of today, is shutting down production until July 16. Over this period, nearly 2,000 workers will be stood down, receiving only half pay. Ford, like the other car producers in this country, Toyota and General Motors Holden, is attempting to impose the full cost of its restructuring measures on the backs of its workers. The restructuring forms part of a wider process throughout the auto industry internationally. Since the 2008 financial crash, car workers in the United States, Europe and internationally have had their jobs destroyed, wages slashed and a series of productivity speed-ups imposed. How long have you been in the plant?
31 years.
31.
31
How have things changed in that time?
Things changes, sale is going down all the time. We used to make 520 cars a day about 10, 15 years ago. Now it's only 200.
There's fewer guys in the plant now from when you started as well.
Yeah, it was a big difference, yeah. They're working more quicker and more protections come out. Not fair. You can't jot down the wages over here because you already got money in your hand and you can't give away because the marketing in the markets over here, like for example supermarket, expensive and you get lower wages, how are we going to,
Cost of living increases.
How are we going to live?
The restructuring of the Australian car industry has gone hand in hand with the decimation of manufacturing. Since 2008, the Labor government of Prime Minister Julia Gillard, in collaboration with the trade unions, have overseen the destruction of more than 130,000 manufacturing jobs. The outcome has been devastation across many working class communities. Here in Broadmeadows, the official unemployment rate is now more than 16%.
I really bought this place because I knew Ford was on the opposite side and lunch rush is really good. But now if I know they're closing up, that's going to be bad for me and probably half the strip here. I'm sure they've all got mortgages and all that, and 2 weeks is not going to help. And the banks these days, they don't care, they'll just take your house away. They don't wait. Dunlop's gone down the drain. There's nothing left here except for Ford. And if Ford shuts down, that's it. No more Broadie. And when they say that, you're a dole budget, I don't believe that. You can't find work. That's plain and simple. It's not easy.
My son, brother-in-law, he was working 30 years. He's an accountant. And he lost a job from here. It's no future, not just here, everywhere. I got another cousin from Sydney. He was working 4 years and a half in Dubai. And he had a job about 9 months ago in the city. He's a surveyor. And last Friday, they just say, you finish. It's not fair.
Well, I can remember the car park being, full and just going, 24 hours a day. 3 shifts I used to work. And, busy. Middle of the day, hundreds of kids just wandering around the streets, No work, no money. What are they going to do? I can remember my early days, when I started work at 14 and, there was that many jobs, you could just go and start one and if you didn't like it, something, you could just start another one the next day. And they'd be begging you to start, can you start straight away? Not no more, I fear for these kids. I've got 8 grandchildren, and I don't know what they're going to do.
As part of my campaign in the Melbourne by-election, I'm calling on workers to take a stand. In collaboration with their brothers and sisters internationally, car workers need to resist the endless demands for productivity concessions, wage concessions and job cuts. A struggle must be waged, taken out of the hands of the trade unions, which have been fully complicit in every regressive measure imposed in the last period. New forms of organisation must be built, including rank-and-file committees in every factory. Above all, what's required is a new political perspective. As part of my campaign, I'm raising very centrally the need for workers to make a conscious break with the Labor Party and all its various props. Workers require their own, new, independent political party. This party is the Socialist Equality Party.